In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat the CPU easily in NBA 2K23 My Team, show you guys all the best stuff to do on the offensive end, how to score the ball very effectively, and just overall help you guys beat these challenges. The first thing you guys want to do is learn 2 different dribble moves to help you guys create so much space on the offensive end and get wide open shots in, offline challenges. So the first one you guys want to learn how to do is what I call the snatchback, and it looks something like this. Basically, the player will snatch the ball back, and you do create a lot of space at the 3-point line, right? So if you stand here and you do the snatchback, for example, you will create a lot of space and then get a wide open shot. So now how to do this move is what you guys want to do, and this is one at a time. And what you want to do first is you want to click up on the right stick and then you want to go down on the left stick, and not at the same time, one at a time. So it's going to be kind of slow as well. You don't do it super fast. Up on the right stick, down on the left stick. You don't have to hold down turbo, you don't have to hold down RT, whatever that button is for you on whatever console you play on. All you got to do is just up on the right stick, down on the left stick. That's literally all you got to do, not at the same time. It's right stick and then it's left stick, and it's also pretty slow because if you try to do it really fast like this, like I'm kind of spamming it right now, like up and down, it's not going to activate very often. So to create a lot of space on the offensive end, you want to use a snatchback up on the right stick and then down on the left stick, and you will get obviously that snatchback animation and you will get wide open a bunch of times. That's kind of the first move you guys want to learn how to do. So what I'd recommend is coming into freestyle and just getting really good at the snatchback, learning how to do it, learning how to do it 2 times in a row, and just learning how to create a lot of space with that. As you guys can see, even right now, I'm not the best at the snatchback. I can't do it like every single time, but once you get it down, you can obviously do it very consistently. But that's what I would recommend doing, first going into freestyle before you hop into the game, and just learn how to do the snatchback, and you guys will be able to create a lot of space. But the one thing I will say, my biggest tip is just make sure you're going super slow, because if you do it too fast, it's not going to really work too consistently. And that's kind of the problem I have, is a lot of times I try to go way too fast, but you want to go a lot slower than you most likely think. And you can just combo the snatchback, and that's going to be the first move to help you guys create a lot of space. And I'll show you guys later in the video how to actually use it in game. Just want to show you guys what to be doing in freestyle. And then the second and last move is basically you can hold down RT, or you don't have to, but if you're standing here, for example, what you want to do is just hold down RT, at least that's what I do. And you want to click down on the right stick, right? You want to hold down, not hold down, but you want to, press down on the right stick, and then boom, he's going to do this kind of, not snatch back, but he's going to do this burst backwards, and that's also going to create you a lot of space. It's almost like a step back type of move. So for example, if you're going against a CPU, you can stand like right in front of the 3-point line, and then obviously do that move, and you'll have a wide open 3. So once again, you don't have to hold down RT. That's just what I do. I hold down RT, and then I just press down on the right stick, and you do kind of get the step back animation, and you'll get a lot of wide open 3s doing those 2 methods. The reason why I wanted to show you guys those 2 dribble moves is because I know a lot of people are struggling with that Rudy Gobert challenge, where you have to go up against, I'm pretty sure, 3 Rudy Goberts, and you can't get blocked one time, and he's obviously a really good defender. So what I would do on the offensive end against a challenge like Rudy Gobert, going up against those Rudy Goberts, and you can't get blocked one single time, what I would do is obviously don't recommend taking layups, don't try to drive the ball into the paint, go for dunks, unless you're like wide open. I would never even try to go near the paint. And what you can do is, right, run up to a guy like Rudy Gobert, hit him with a little snatchback move, and you should be able to create a lot of space most of the times, and he realistically shouldn't be blocking you at all. Like, I've done that challenge multiple times on different accounts, and to me, I haven't really struggled with it at all, because that's all I'm doing is the 2 drill moves I showed you guys. For me, I personally like using the snatchback one the most. I do think it creates the most space and is the easiest to green out of. Honestly, all you guys got to do is practice that move, get really good at the snatchback, and learn how to shoot out of it, especially with whatever player you're going for. A guy like KPJ is a budget card I 100% recommend using. He's very easy to green with, and he does those snatchback animations really nicely. So for me, the card I'd recommend for budget is definitely going to be Amethyst KPJ. If you want to go for a Wesley Person, or even a Steph Curry, like an Amethyst Curry, those guys are pretty decent as well. But for me, the easiest card to do this with is definitely going to be Amethyst KPJ. Whether you want to do the easy challenges on semi-pro and pro difficulty with him, right, and even the harder difficulty challenges maybe on All-Star Hall of Fame. I don't know if the last challenge is on Hall of Fame, like the Wave 5 in the Spotlight Sims. This is for like any challenge as well. It doesn't necessarily just have to be for the Spotlight Sims, but I know everybody right now is trying to complete those for Galaxy Football KG. So on the offensive end, guys, this is the way that I score the ball. You run up to the player one-on-one, you do a little snatchback, and usually the CPU isn't going to have enough time to react, and you're going to get a wide open 3. Because I know a lot of people in my Twitch chat and just in YouTube comment sections have been asking, how do I complete the one where you don't get blocked, or how do I score the ball on the offensive end? Like, I can't beat the CPU. To me, this is all I do. I run up to the player, right, one-on-one, I hit him with a little snatchback, especially if I have takeover. You can just pretty pretty much pull from anywhere on the court. And then KPJ's got such a good jump shot, and you want to make sure your player that you're using has his jump shot on quick timing, or at least is a fast jump shot. You don't want to be using a card that's got a slow release, because if they got a slow release, you just give more time for Rudy Gobert and those type of players to block you. So that's basically it, guys. Honestly, it's just using those two moves on the offensive end. At least I'll talk a little bit about defense here in a second, but for the offensive stuff, it's basically just, you know, use those two moves. If you want to do that like snatch back or step back animation, that one works pretty well as well. To me, I like using the snatch back when you go up on the right stick, down on the left stick. Like I said, sit into freestyle, and make sure you guys learn that first. Don't try to go right into a challenge game and you're right, try to go against a Rudy Gobert. Just make sure you guys are going into freestyle and obviously learning that move and learning it to where you can hit it pretty consistently. Now, talking about some stuff on the defensive end, I mean, honestly, it's just play good defense. Like, there's really no tips besides that, to be honest. Like, obviously I can give you some tips that I'll give you right now, but when you're playing most of these challenges, you just want to play good defense, right? If you want to play off ball, you definitely can. Another way to play defense, at least what I do, is I want to let them drive, right? I want to let them kind of get to the rim and then make them take a bad shot. Now, if you're using a gold card like Payne Pritchard, he's going to play terrible defense, so it does really depend on kind of what cards you guys do have for the defensive end. But honestly, if you guys struggle with defense, you can ask me some questions in the comment section down below. But I just want to show you guys in this video, you know, kind of what to be doing on the offensive side of things and how you can be scoring the ball very, very consistently. But if I have a guy like Willis Reed on Kyrie Irving, I want him to drive to the paint and then obviously get the paint stop, because we know Kyrie isn't obviously a great finisher on the rim. At least in 2K, he's going to get blocked a lot by Willis Reed. So on the defensive end, just play solid defense, force them to the rim, especially if you're doing challenges where it's like, you know, don't let them make 2 3-pointers. Obviously let them take dunks and let them obviously drive to the rim. But if you're just playing solid defense, right, you can let them drive to the rim, make them take kind of a bad layup, and you're going to get a lot of blocks and a lot of paint stops as well. But let me know in the comment section down below if you guys still have any questions about how to beat the CPU. But for me, I think the only part people really struggle with is on the offensive end and how to score the ball. And once again, I'll show you guys on the last possession. This is all I do to score. Like, there's nothing else I really do. There's no other secret I'm hiding. Like, this is all I do on the offensive end. And so if you guys can learn this, you can beat all these challenges as well. I just run up to the player, right? I hit him with the little snatchback. Obviously, you don't get it every single time, but I hit him with the snatchback, and then KPJ does have a really good jump shot. And once you learn KPJ's release, you'll be able to knock him down very consistently. So I just did 2 challenges or 1 challenge there in this video, and it's super easy to do. Now, I do understand this was on pro difficulty, so if you're playing on all-star or if you're playing on superstar, it does become a little bit more difficult to make the shots, but it's going to be the same philosophy, you know, using that snatchback or the step back animation and just getting those wide open shots. But like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any other questions. But make sure go into freestyle and practice those 2 drill moves. Make sure you guys get the snatchback animation down so where you can do it pretty much every single time, and the step back as well. And that's going to be able to create you guys so much space and get those wide open threes. And that's honestly the only way that's the only thing that I really, you know, do on the offensive end to score the ball, is just hit him with a snatchback animation or a step back and just shoot the wide open 3. You got to get good at KPJ's release as well. I will say that also, right? Sit in freestyle and make sure you guys learn his jump shot, so when you do that snatchback animation and you create that space, you can obviously green the shot as well. But if you guys have any questions, like I've said, let me know in the comment section down below, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.